we are again, and we are going to be working in here. I am really making a lot of progress, and you're going to see it, but it's not one video. So it's going to be a bunch of different videos of me working in here, because what I was doing is, it started in the year 2020. Well, okay, I should be really honest with you. It started ever since I moved here. But in the year 2020, I was really interested in prepping things that weren't just food. So some people think this looks like junk. Well, let me tell you what, it is not junk. Everything in here has a use. So I stocked up on Zote soap. I stocked up on golf wax. And so what I did was, I just have canning lids, canning jars, Zote soap, you know, you name it, I have it in here. And this is my prepping fortress. And it's just about everything you would need to run a home in the case of, well, off-grid, no grid, you know, civil unrest. And while that is amazing in itself to have all this prepped, I want to use my items. I am not waiting until the end of the world. I want to use my things today. And I am not spending a whole lot this year. We do have a couple huge projects that we want to do. It won't happen this year, I don't think. As you know, through the years, we had some amazing, huge projects here on the homestead. And we have things looking really good, and I will be the first to tell you that it looks so much better than what it did in my first videos. But with that being said, we have to save our money because we don't go into debt to do our projects. And unless my channel would explode and I would get a lot of sponsorship, which that won't happen, I'm going to have to save my money like everybody else does. I love crafts. So these items aren't just practical items, but it's things I like to make. So I have some plantain healing oil in here that I did this summer. So all of the things that I'm using and all of the things I am really working on. So I am going to speed up this camera, and then I'm going to turn it back to regular speed when I have something I want to talk about. So the focus right now is I need to get all of these herbs down, so I have room for fresh ones. So I am going to work on that. That's a little bit of a mess. And then I am going to go ahead and fix all this. So the first thing I'm going to do is put all the books in here. I just found this little bookshelf area. Clean this whole area up a little bit. And then I'm going to take down these plants, hang up my baskets a little bit nicer because it looks a little bit of a mess. And we'll go from there. Put my Christmas wreath away. Okay, let's get started. I decided to donate some things as well, and I threw a few things away. I didn't throw a whole lot away, but mostly I donated things that I thought I wasn't going to use. I'm going to be showing you in the next couple weeks some massive things that I donated, things that I know would bless a lot of people. When you have a business of product reviews, you tend to get a lot of stuff, and I thought it'd be better to just donate it to people that could really use it. While this doesn't look like much, this took hours, literally hours of work to get this place straightened up. All right, so I got that whole corner done. I have two more places that I want to clean up. One of them is this cabinet. Now, this cabinet has not been opened up probably close to 12 years. But before I put my mom's rocking chair back here in the corner, I want to clean out this cabinet, because this cabinet is stuff that I store in here that I don't really use that often. But I want to use up all the space I possibly can. And so in doing so, then I can put my KitchenAid away, and that way it keeps it in better shape, taking care of things better. It's a dark corner here, so I am going to try to speed up this film. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but I'm having so much fun. This is so much fun because I'm finding things and I'm able to decorate my things. So this was for my rain barrel and I didn't use it. I'm going to use it today. So let's see what treasures we can find. Let's clean this up. Then I can put my KitchenAid in here and put some other things in here I don't use a whole lot, put the rocking chair back in place, then this whole area here is done, and then we'll work on one other space. All right, let's see if I can get this camera in here. It's a little bit of a tight fit. Maybe I will take 1 second to explain it to you. So a lot of the stuff that I did in here was over the time that my mom passed away and my dad. Both of them passed away 7 weeks apart. And some of the stuff was my mom's. And at the time of grieving, I wanted all these things, but I just couldn't face it. And so I just crammed everything in here. And now I can face it. It's 3 years later, and I can face it. And take a look. This goes to one of my lights, and I don't have the bottom piece to it. I'm gonna have to find something that will fit. And I can actually use this and put things back the way they belong. I didn't know I had that. Very interesting, the things that I kept. Okay, so let's get working on this. And let's see what we can do. So for one thing is I'm not putting any glass jars in here. Let's get all the glass jars out and put them together so that way we know what we have, right? Right. All right, so it looks a lot better. Those are candle jars. So now let's go ahead and clean the outside of the cabinet. All right, we got some good hot soapy water. And let's see if we can clean this cabinet a little bit better. This cabinet was from 1948, I think it was, 49. So it is very old. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be clean. And that's what I always tell people. I said, my house isn't perfect, but it's clean. So we'll go ahead and clean this off. This cabinet's done. I can put the rocking chair back. And then we'll work on a couple shelves. And that will be today's project. So it's not so overwhelming to me if I do it in batches. And I'm soon will be done with this room, to be honest with you. I'm soon will be done. I have to go through some of my little cabinets that I have, but I think it looks pretty good. All right, everyone, let's go put this back and start on the last project in here. I would like to share with all of you, this is not a decluttering video. So if you think everything still looks really full, this is an organizing. This is where I have all of my supplies to make my videos and to live the life that I like to live. So this is not decluttering. So you're not going to see all of a sudden everything thrown away. This stuff to me is priceless. I love these items. These items I use every day. So I'm just organizing my jars now. This is not even half of the jars that I have. But since it's getting towards springtime, I want to do all of this now. That way I can focus totally on gardening this year. I'm going to finish working on this. And then we'll take a little bit of a recap of what all we did. So I want to clear everything up, have everything done. The table here is full of stuff because as you're organizing, you're taking stuff out, putting stuff back in. You know how that goes. All right, everyone, we are finished for today. It looks so much better. I got a lot of it done. Found some more cast iron. I do need to go through all of them boxes in the corner there on the shelf. I will worry about that another time. but the table looks really nice. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys again tomorrow.